Hi, my name is Sam Bendel, and I'm going to be doing major, minor, major 7th, diminished, and minor 7th flat 5th chords on the guitar. I'm going to be doing them all in 3 different keys of E, A, and D, which are probably the most commonly used keys on guitar, chords on guitar. So we'll start with the E major first, and E is made of root E, which is the open 6th string on the guitar, 5th note, perfect 5th note, which is the B on the guitar, another E on the next string, and a G sharp, which is the major 3rd, and the rest of the strings are open. So that is an E major chord, and an E minor chord is the same thing with only a minor 3rd instead of a major 3rd. So to do that on the guitar, we just lift up our index finger and it plays the G instead of the G sharp, and that's an E minor chord. Next we'll do an E major 7th. An E major 7th note is the D sharp on the guitar, so it's kind of a bit of a stretch, but it's the 4th fret on the 2nd string there, so we'll play a major chord behind it, and with the major 7th. And the minor 7th is D, so we play the major chord with the D. And you could also play a minor chord, E minor chord, with the minor 3rd and the major 7th. That would be an E minor major 7th or an E minor minor 7th, which would be a minor 3rd and a minor 7th, like that. Now diminished. Diminished have a root E still, and then minor 3rd and a diminished 5th. So that on the guitar, the E is open, and the next string up is 1st fret on the 5th string. That's our diminished 5th. And then we have our E again on the next string, 2nd fret, 4th string, and then the minor 3rd on the D string. So that's an E diminished chord. Now an E minor 7th flat 5th. So we're going to keep the 3rd major for this one, and we have the flat 5th, which is the diminished 5th, and then the minor 7th. So that's an E, diminished 5th, another E, a major 3rd, and a minor 7th. And that's it for E. We'll do all those in A now. So in A, starts on the 5th string of the guitar, and our 5th note is, perfect 5th note is the E, which is the next string up on the 2nd fret, and then you have another A, and then a C sharp for an A major chord. And again, the difference between a major and a minor is you move the major 3rd to a minor 3rd. So we move that C sharp to a C, and that's an A minor chord. Now A major 7th and minor 7th. So A major 7th, the 7th note would be on the 3rd string now, where we used to play A on the 2nd fret. We move that back to the 1st fret, and you get an A major 7th. And if you want to make the 7th minor, you move it back again to an open, and that's A minor 7th. Now an A diminished. So we have the minor 3rd on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. We're going to play A still on there. No need to have a 7th note yet. And then we'll do a 1st fret on the 4th string, which is makes the diminished 5th. So here is a diminished. There it is, and an A minor 7th flat 5th. So we have an A, our flat 5th on the 1st string, the 1st fret of the 4th string, and then our A on the next string, and we're doing a 7th, it's a 1st fret of the 3rd string, and then our major 2nd fret of the 2nd string. There we go. So now we'll do all those in D as well. So in D, starts on the 4th string of the guitar, and that's open, and for a major, our 5th is next. On the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, another D on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then the F sharp, which is the major 3rd, make up the D chord, D major chord. Now for the D minor, you move that F sharp to an F, major third to the minor third, and we have D minor. And now we'll do D major 7th. So D major 7th, you move your D on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string back to a 11th note, or the 11th semitone, which makes the 7th note, and play that major still with all the other notes. There you go. And to minor, make that 7th minor, you move it back again, and there you have the D minor 7th. So D diminished now. Our 5th note was, our perfect 5th was the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. We'll move that back and keep our major 3rd there, and then have the minor 3rd of the 1st fret, which is the F on the 1st string. So there we go. And now finally for the D minor 7th flat 5th. So you have D still, minor or diminished 5th, and then the 7th major or minor 7th, sorry, so it's 1st fret, and then the 2nd fret of the 1st string. So there you have it. And you can do variations on all of those chords by making the 3rd note minor or major, or the 7th major or minor, or anything around there, and play around with them. And yeah, they all make a different sound, and they all make the guitar sound the way it does for a reason. So yeah, thanks.